I remember when you were, it was probably during that time when you were in that role and you became very active on social media. And I used to really appreciate your posts. I think you were doing like 10 or 20 sort of meme posts from like wise sort of sayings and quotes from famous people that you were sharing every single day. And it was really inspiring to see at the time. But when did you make the shift to, first of all, start to think about then creating your own content? And then when did you actually start to do it? Because I know before you were sharing stuff that you liked from other people and stuff.
Yeah, I remember those too, Ravi. So I'll never forget that, because I remember me and you would just get involved in these deep Facebook conversations around messages and quotes. And I still see them on my Facebook timeline when you go into the on this day, the time, what's it called? Or what, I forget what it's called. But the memory thing, which tells you what you're sharing. I see your name all the time. And I love thinking back to that. I literally showed someone, actually, I want to see if I can do it today. Let's find it, because I think it's really important to see that. One second, I'm trying to see memories. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to find something. So this is, let's see if you like this one. I wouldn't be surprised if you did. Oh, you didn't like, I like that one, Ravi. Thank you for that. So this one, just to give an example, this is from 5 years ago. It has all of 6 likes and 1 share.
There are no traffic jams along the extra mile. I like it.
Yeah, and it's a
Roger Starbuck. Yeah,
and so that's 5 years ago, 2015, way before I started creating content. Not way before, but a year before I started creating content. And I was doing that because I was learning about social media and really just got fascinated about how social media could be used to broadcast a message. And I think what happened is that, again, it was all about building confidence. So while I was designing profiles for our clients or building articles and tweets and everything for the company, and as I was building that sort of understanding, a year later, probably at the end of 2015, I got to a point where I was just thinking to myself that I feel like there's a message that I've learned that I need to share. And by the way, at this time, I was teaching mindfulness and meditation across Accenture. I was teaching at a ton of companies in London, speaking. But I was thinking to myself, when I'm speaking, I'm just stuck in these 4 walls, and it only gets to the people that are in the room. What about everyone on the planet that could benefit from this? And that's how I describe it. Like, when you come across something that you really feel can help people, you want everyone to have it. It's like seeing the best movie of all time. You're like, everyone needs to see this movie. And I'm a massive movie junkie, so I can really get into promoting a movie or a song. And I felt the same way about wisdom. And so I remember at the end of 2015, and mind you, I'd been speaking, studying, and sharing these topics since I was 18. I ran a society at university that I called Think Out Loud, which was every week I would take a movie and dissect it from a psychological, spiritual, and philosophical perspective. So I dissect Inception, or I dissect the Adjustment Bureau, or whatever it may be. So I'd been creating content offline for 10 years before I ever made a piece of content online. But that offline content gave me such a sense of understanding of what connects with people, what resonates with people, how do you really get through to people. And I guess I was just so scared of doing it online that I spent probably 2 years before I ever made a video, just observing YouTube and creators and seeing what worked and what didn't. And then finally, I remember I was in a conversation with our good friend, Raj Hirani.
Oh, yeah.
And I was talking to Raj over text, and Raj would always come and film my talks or be present there. And he was like, Jay, you really need to get on this video thing. And it was just like, it wasn't even like he gave me a pep talk. It was just like he just said to me, like, you have to do it. And we literally decided, we said, okay, in 2-3 days time, we're going to be ready with some scripts. We're going to go outdoors and we're just going to make some videos. And we're both trying to remember, I think it was New Year's Eve or New Year's Day.
I think you released it on New Year's Day.
We released it on 3rd Jan 2016.
Oh, the 3rd of Jan, yeah.
Yeah, so I think we might have gone out on the 1st of Jan or the 31st of December in 2016, beginning of 2016. And I remember we went out, I think it must have been New Year's Day, because it was empty in London, like empty. And we went out at like 6, 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. in the morning. It was completely empty. And the best thing about that is we could film anywhere we wanted with no restrictions.
No one's going to get that to you. Yeah.
Yeah, no one was there to tell us that we couldn't film. So we went off across London and filmed in all these iconic sites. And so yeah, 2016, 3rd Jan is when I released my first video. And it was just so fulfilling. It was such a breakthrough moment for me, because I finally was trying to share my creativity in a way that what felt right to me.
Mm.